Live from Las Vegas, it's the Billy Goodman Thing with Gloria Euphoria. News on Elvis Presley and Elvis Presley Jr., your UFO connection, and Scrabble Stars, baby boom trivia, special guests, and much, much more. And now, here's Billy. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good morning, anybody. Yeah, welcome into your Billy Goodman Thing for the next couple of hours. Who knows where we'll go? One thing for sure, we will be checking out the UFOs and Elvis Presley and Elvis Presley Jr. Any news on them? Some of the mail that came in, and who knows what else. Most importantly, you're going to be there. You're going to be the most important part of the show, as you're going to be calling in, and we're going to be talking with you. We have a new member on the Billy Goodman Thing staff. I want to welcome Ted Rice aboard. Ted is going to be handling most of our Road Watch Americas from now on and doing most of our taping, and maybe help us with some different type of trivia every once in a while, something from the movie industry. And that'll be coming up sometime this morning. Gloria Euphoria is here. She's getting our Road Watch America report put together with Ted, showing Ted for the first time around. We have a Scrabble Star for you, some baby boom trivia, bunch of good stuff we'll be getting into throughout the morning hours. Don't forget today, meaning today at 4 o'clock, I've got to give you a program reminder. Louis Anderson will be my guest on the 4 to 5 p.m. show. Louis Anderson, currently appearing at the Desert Inn Hotel and Casino, will be my guest. I'm looking forward to it. Funny man. A little on the skinny side, but other than that, he's okay. Louis Anderson, that's today at 4 o'clock. Were you listening yesterday at 4 o'clock when Walt Thomas was on from Thrills on Wheels? We're going to be working together. We're trying to put together a location for people who want to skateboard and snowboard. There's nothing like that in Las Vegas, and I know there are a lot of people out there that would like to have that kind of a facility. So we're going to be talking about that, and we're going to be behind it, and maybe doing something for Jerry's kids in the Labor Day telethon with Thrills on Wheels, and maybe doing some kind of a skate-a-thon, a skateboard-a-thon. So there's a lot going on, Now, I heard that Rodney Dangerfield is not coming to town. After I talked with Tom Bruni today, somewhere around 4 o'clock, and it was confirmed that Rodney would have been here to open tomorrow night. Now I understand he is not going to cross the picket line, so Rodney Dangerfield will not be appearing tomorrow night. This is not official yet. I only heard this recently, and we will look into that. We will have the complete story between 4 and 5 tomorrow. That is for sure. You'll hear it first on the Billy Goodman Thing. We'll get all the details. We'll get some of the parties that are involved right on the show, and you'll hear it with your very own ears what is going on. Right now we're waiting for Road Watch America. Why it's not here yet, I don't know, but it should be arriving momentarily. And then we'll get to the phones, hopefully, and talk with you. Gloria Euphoria will be joining us, and we will go from there. Who knows? Who knows? I'm watching this operation. You have to understand, I'm watching Gloria Euphoria and Ted Rice in the production studio. It looks like they're dancing. You have to see this with your own eyes, folks. Gloria moves to the left, Ted moves to the right. Gloria moves to the right, Ted moves to the left. Ted Rice, our newest member of the Billy Goodman Thing staff. What do you think of Ted, Gloria?
I think he's marvelous.
You think he's marvelous?
Yeah.
Marvelous. Marvelous. Okay, yes. It's time for our Road Watch America report, and then Gloria will join us.
There's an accident on the 405 freeway. It's been cleared to the shoulder. This Road Watch America update is brought to you by Goodyear.
Well, good evening, everyone. We still have an accident over on the right shoulder, northbound 405 near the Culver off-ramp. If you're traveling on the eastbound 10 transition to the 710, watch out for a disabled vehicle in the bus lane. Southbound 101, Caltrans has coned off the 4 and 5 lanes between Cahuenga and Barham Boulevards. With Road Watch America in Los Angeles, I'm Jude Tanillo.
And earlier we had told you that the anticipated landfall of Hurricane Chantal was about 1 o'clock or noon to 1 o'clock tomorrow, and they have upped that now. Looks like the landfall is going to hit around 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and it's going to be near High Island in Texas. Be aware of that. And also, there's an area of thunderstorms along I-70 in eastern Colorado between Kansas and Lyman. Same system is covering most of the southeast corner of Colorado into the panhandle of Oklahoma and crossing I-40 in and around the Oklahoma City area. Continuing west on I-40, there's also an area of heavy and intense thunderstorms headed over Amarillo, Texas, along I-40. And into Montana, there's some road work you might want to be aware of in the Glendive area. Along I-94, expect a detour in the eastbound lanes, bridge work in that area.
Goodyear keeps your truck rolling with programs like TireNet, our roadside rescue service. If you've got tire trouble out on the road anytime, any place in North America, just dial 1-800-TireNet. A Goodyear specialist will find out what the trouble is and get a service truck out to you if you need it. We'll get you tire service and new Goodyear truck tires or retreads at a good price if you need them too. With TireNet, just call 1-800-TireNet, and Goodyear will reduce your downtime and expenses to a minimum. Nobody fits you like Goodyear.
From Houston, the National Operations Center for Roadwatch America, I'm...
What happened there? She went too long, huh? You know what it is? I think these cartridges are too short. Or we have to tell the people in Houston that they can't go as long as they'd like to go.
But you know,
they have to time it. Huh?
She's coming out a lot better.
She's coming out a lot better?
Right.
Oh. Have you been critiquing her?
I hope so.
Gloria Euphoria now joins.
Good morning, everyone. Nice to hear you.
The Billy Goodman thing is now on the air everywhere, all over the great Southwest. And our phone numbers are 451-5834.
And our out-of-state number is 1-800.
No,
it isn't.
Remember, that's not working anymore. Yeah, it's area code 702-451-5834. And we have a first-time line, a first-time listener line. If you're out there and just tuning us in for the first time saying, what the heck kind of a thing is this? I know it's not a show, only a thing. We have a special line for you which you can only use when we bring it to your attention. And there's a reason for that. We can't go into that. And that line number is area code 702-451-5655. So if you're tuning us in for the first time tonight, this morning, and you'd like to get through and talk to us and tell us what's on your crazy little mind, here you go. Here's a first-time caller. And let's see who our first-time caller is, Gloria. Are you ready?
Right.
Here we go. Hi, you're a first-time caller on the Billy Goodman thing on KBEG. Hello, can I help you? Oh, we lost them. It's still going through. I see that it should be working. Nope, I guess not. Well, something happened. Let's try it again. That's area code 702-451-5655 if you're a first-time caller. What is that all about?
That's what it.
Yeah. He doesn't know that? Oh, come on. Sure he does.
Sure.
We have a Scrabble Star for you, too, if you've never played Scrabble Stars. And if you're a first-time caller, we'll keep that line open for you for a while. Area code 702-451-5655. All right. Now, a Scrabble Star it's much like playing Scrabble. Okay, and we'll tell you about it. Let's try one more time, see if this remote line is working. Good morning, you're on the Billy Goodman thing on KVEG. Hello? Are we losing this? Something's wrong. It's not working.
Oh, my stars.
I don't know. Don't tell me we have problems with this telephone again.
Again, Billy?
I don't know.
I don't believe this.
I don't know.
Since when? It was in the final. We got in before we came.
Well, that line doesn't get used that much, I guess. And I don't know what's going on.
Oh, okay.
That's the 451-5655 number. We'll check it. By the way, in case you're wondering what else is on the radio dial, you know, people go through this. And I take a radio into the studio, then we scan it for you to let you know that you're not missing anything at all. As you see, there's nothing else on, right? Nothing but static anywhere in the world. Nothing at all. So don't worry about it. You're not missing a thing. And you do have the Billy Goodman thing in your ear to enjoy. Now, our Scrabble Star, as we get back to our Scrabble Star, once again, it's like Scrabble. I've taken the name of a star, mixed up the letters in the star's name. And it's up to you to put it back in the proper order. And then you will see the Scrabble Star's name emerge. Are you ready for these letters? Here we go. There's an R,
Right.
2 D's, 3 N's, 2 E's, an A, an I, an O, an F, and a C.
C for cook.
And those last 2 letters are a pretty good clue. And I'll tell you why after. But Let's give you the scramble letters again to the Scramble Star. RDDNNNEEAIOFC.
Oh,
Yay, team. Like a cheering. Like a cheerleader. How many of Elvis's albums sold over 1 million copies by the year 1977? And who had the hit record, God Bless the Child?
That hasn't... Oh,
Yeah, and who had Up on Cripple Creek?
I never heard of that.
Up on, big record.
Up on
Look at Ted, he knows it, Ted.
Oh, right,
Ted Rice, the newest member of the Billy Goodman Thing
The
staff.
Goodman Thing.
Yeah, big smile on his face.
What creek?
Up on Cripple Creek.
Cripple
Yeah,
Creek.
big record.
Okay.
And a good one, too. A real good
Sounds like an
song.
oldie but goodie to me.
It was.
Is it?
Up
Was
on Creek, yeah.
I
big
never
one.
heard of that. What year came that?
What year came that one? I don't know. I don't know.
Do you know, Ted?
You speak Indian sometimes?
I mean,
what year came that one?
Mi Kopahana.
It sounded like
Mi
that.
Sabe.
Kimo Sabes.
Yeah, right. Did you
Kimo
tell me you were part
Sabes.
Indian, by the way, Billy?
Yeah, small part Indian.
Oh, but
Let's
talking
not
about
get into that.
No, okay.
Oh, don't get into
There's
that.
always a little bit of Indian in of us.
Well, I don't
The
know.
last walk we had, oh, isn't that cute?
Okay. Our phone number is once again 451-5834. We have to stoke the coals again this morning. Get the people on the phone. Let's go. Oh, what do you want? The Ramalama ding dong? They probably weren't listening at around 1:45 yesterday morning, were they? Huh?
I doubt that.
And we had a very interesting time. A very interesting time.
Oh, hopefully the phones would work.
Let's see if this.
Please
I hope
let
I
'em
pushed that alarm right. Hi, you're on the Billy Goodman Thing on KVEG. Hello, are you there? Something is definitely wrong with this line. It's there. It's obvious. It's punched in, and we're not getting anywhere with it. Yeah. And again, it could be somebody that's calling and it's not reacting the way they want. You have to understand how this system works. It's crazy, but let me explain it to you. Even when the connection is made, it continues to ring for a couple, for some reason. Very unusual. So listen for the voice, and you'll know that we're there. Or close anyway. If you listen for the voice, you'll know something is going on. An interesting letter today from...
where is that letter?
You tell me. I did give it to you, and I know I gave it to you.
I know it.
Yeah, well, don't give me an I know
Oh,
it.
Billy.
Let's get the letter.
It should be right over
No,
there.
no, it's not.
Under your
No,
right.
it's not.
I'm right.
No, it's not there.
No, Billy, it's that one right there, isn't it?
No, it's not, Gloria.
I'll be done.
Well, anyway, there it is.
Oh.
Ted Rice, well, he's right on top of things.
All right.
He is something else. He's got to watch Gloria every move she makes, obviously. He knew that. He knew that. He had it.
Who brought that one over there, Billy? That was your idea.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It is definitely...
Let's see what this letter is.
Definitely something strange going on here.
Mr. Bill Goodman.
Would you kindly sit down?
I want to sit down, Bill,
well,
but
please, sit down and...
taking my space.
Oh, am I really?
No, all right.
All right. I don't need the whole thing. It goes on and on, but the main
cute.
to your Billy Goodman Thing as we broadcast live from Las Vegas for you. Settle down, settle down, settle down. Yeah. Let's see. Who knows where we're going to go? Who knows where we'll have 2 hours to get there? I think we have a goal for at least 1 hour from NASA, so we can go as far as we want for an hour at least. And we'll be here until 2 o'clock or until they come and take me away, whichever comes first. It's happened before, so don't laugh. We have some baby boom trivia questions talking about if we continued after what happened at 2 o'clock yesterday morning. I mean, the phones were still ringing when we left here at 2 o'clock this morning, as a matter of fact, yesterday morning. They were still buzzing about that topic, about the video we were talking about. I talked with George Knapp earlier today, and he said he had plenty of phone calls requesting that video. And, of course, that he said, Billy, that wasn't too good on your part because KLAS is not in the business of taping and selling tapes. And I said, you're right, but that was a very, very important show. So I thought that folks, you might want to do something for them so that they can have copies of your show in your house and stuff in their houses. But I don't know what they're going to do about that. For what? Don't forget Friday night, program reminder, you will be here. Also sometime this morning, because we had so many phone calls today, we're going to be, among other things, what else is there? I guess Rodney Dangerfield did not appear as far as Bally's is concerned, room, their main room. Tom Bruni mule, with the driver reaching around and firing point blank at the president.
Wow.
Let's get something up there. No, Marie, little Marie. Play a little music for the folks and a little something for them as we wait for the calls to. It was like stoking the coals, working them back and forth, trying to get the folks loose out there. Come on, loosen up. 451-5834 is the local number. From out of state, it's area code 702. Let's hear some music. This is Elvis Presley Jr. You heard right.
That's right.
Now, who's Elvis Presley Jr., Gloria?
Elvis Presley Jr. is Elvis's son.
The alleged deal our government made with an extraterrestrial race to bring you a confirmation on the news reports coming out of the Soviet Union today. Yes, it is true, the Soviet Wire Service TASS has reported extraterrestrial contact in Voronezh, Russia. A flying saucer has apparently landed in a park in Voronezh, 300 miles south of Moscow, on Sunday, October 8, 1989. 3 humanoid alien creatures from 9 feet to 12 feet tall got out of the craft and walked around for a while before taking off. The TASS Wire Service reports hundreds of Russian people witnessed this incredible occurrence. Our newsroom has been receiving calls from all over the world all day as this story continues around the globe. We also have now confirmed reports to our newsroom from high-level confidential sources in Europe that in May of 1989, a South African jet brought down a saucer with 2 gray humanoid aliens on board. The craft reportedly came down in Botswana. Our confidential sources say a maser was used to down the saucer. Furthermore, the saucer was reportedly transferred to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in the United States on June 23rd of 1989. Also in the news today are the increasing number of strange circular impressions appearing in farmers' fields all across England and Brazil. Residents report seeing UFOs in the vicinity. We will bring you more of the late-breaking news on all these stories as we receive it. Radio talk show host Billy Goodman of KVEG 840 AM out of Las Vegas has been receiving the thumbs up from thousands of open-minded people seeking the truth about UFO phenomenon. His show airs from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Please call our newsroom at 213-656-3331 and latest revelations on the UFO reports coming out of the Soviet Union. The reports discuss a UFO that landed in a park in Voronezh, 300 miles south of Moscow on Sunday, October 8, 1989. 3 humanoid alien creatures from 9 to 12 feet tall got out of the craft with a robot and walked around for a while before taking off. The TASS Wire Service reports hundreds of Russian people witnessed this incredible occurrence. In an exclusive long-distance telephone interview from a confidential source close to the action in Russia, we hear, what happened, this item apparently comes down, tries to land, it doesn't. It goes up a little bit in the air, hovering, then this hatch opens, this alien comes out, it looks at the ground, and by looking, a triangle appears on the ground. Then that triangle disappears, like a triangle of light. Then this craft lands, and again this hatch opens, and this time this alien comes out with a robot. Around, at that time, there have been many teenagers around. And one of these aliens, which has got actually, he shoots at this teenager who is 16 years old, which upon shooting, this teenager actually vanishes. Then these guys get into their craft, take off. Whilst they've gone, this youngster again reappears. I don't know what to make of this. At 6 p.m. this evening on NBC News, aired in Los Angeles, the first video footage coming out of Voronezh was seen. For one brief second, viewers saw a drawing of the UFO by one of the child witnesses. The drawing clearly showed the UMO symbol on the craft. The symbol is an H with a vertical line crossing the center of the horizontal line in the H. This now connects all the mystery and mystique of the UMO controversies into this Russian UFO incident. The video footage also showed the 4-inch deep impressions made by the tripod landing gear. Also in the news today, calls continue coming into our newsroom praising the Billy Goodman happening on KVEG 840 AM out of Las Vegas. His show airs nightly from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Sunday through Friday, and UFOs are always in the spotlight. Tomorrow, we present
genetically compatible offspring to where they are more susceptible to, say, us. They appear to be more like us. An interesting point. There's a belief that there are some entities among us right now that actually walk about. We can't tell the difference from them, but they can see in the dark a lot better than you or I. At the same time, they can feel colors through their skin.
Wow.
Full Contact Newsline. This is the 31st report, who saw this information firsthand while serving in a classified position for the U.S. government.
It's essential that the truth be told. It has to be told. Because if it isn't told, we're going to be sitting there very blindly, and one day we're going to wake up and find that this planet isn't ours anymore. Essentially, what happened was I went to work one day, went to my office, my little cubby hole. And in my inbox, I found a diplomatic pouch with a request on it, standard form request, saying, please read and analyze and give us your summary of what the information in this document contains. So I opened up the pouch, opened it up, and was presented with what at that time I did not know was Project Grudge Blue Book 13. Inside the material were approximately 250 to 300 photographs, black and white color photographs of aliens, autopsy reports, photomicrographs of tissue samples, photographs of vivisections of aliens, photographs of material gathered from crash discs, reports on contactees around the country who had been relocated by the Air Force or a certain faction of the government. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of cattle mutilations. In fact, those are pretty common. What is not as well known are the human mutilations that have taken place, and there have been several. In the report, there was one specific human mutilation that took place at White Sands Missile Test Range. The victim was named Sergeant Lovett, the witness, Major Cunningham.
We continue this report tomorrow. Until then, if you'd like more information on the upcoming release of a documentary on this alien conspiracy, as well as other UFO videotapes, please call our newsroom at 213-656-3331. And have a great day. Information analyst, Captain Bill English.
I was able to read in the report, Sergeant Lovett had apparently gone over a sand dune looking for debris, and Major Cunningham was over on the other side of the sand dune. Lovett and Cunningham were out of sight of each other. Cunningham heard Lovett start to scream horrendously, and, like he was in great pain. And thinking that he had been bitten by a snake or something, he defeated over the top of the dune and Sergeant Lovett being dragged away by something, just totally disappeared, and he described lights, tentacles, dragging Sergeant Lovett away, and Sergeant Lovett was apparently screaming in a great deal of pain, and he just disappeared. And Major Cunningham was apparently found in shock. Some of the details are a little sketchy, but several days later, Sergeant Lovett's body was found. Exposed to the elements, but there were major wounds which were very similar, if not exact same type of wounds that cattle mutilations showed. subjected to an examination, and it was further alleged that small metallic objects were implanted in her body as well as into her son's body. More than one source has informed us that CAT scans have confirmed the presence of these implants.
Tomorrow, Captain Bill English discusses what came out during the hypnotic regression of this woman and child. Until then, if you'd like to see Captain Bill English discusses the hypnotic regression of a mother and child by Leo Sprinkle, who saw firsthand what these aliens are up to.
She's talking about her son. I can see S running toward me. I can see what he's wearing, t-shirt, good western jeans, tennis shoes, normal clothes. He jumps at me, I hold him. They separate us. I can see their faces, huge eyes, thin little nose. I got away from them at some point. I'm looking down at pools of water. Something is horrifying me. Dr. Sprinkles asked her to focus on the pools. I can't see what it is. Be aware, that's Dr. Sprinkle. Seems to be body parts. At this point she begins to breathe quickly. Body parts? Dr. Sprinkle is asking her. Oh yeah? What do you see? He says. Top of a bald head. Light is dim. My eyes are so bad. I think I see an arm, a hand, human. Other. She's gasping now. Something red and bloody looking. Oh God. I'm so scared at seeing this. She screams. Tongues. Huge. They look like real big. They're under liquid. Real dark. Edge of container seems to be green metal. Don't know how deep it is. Edge seems sharp. They found me. But when they found me, I was in the corner on the floor crying.
Tomorrow,
Okay, all right. That's enough of Bill.
today we continue with the testimony from retired Captain Bill English, who discusses the classified documents he saw while in the military.
My name is Bill English. 1977, while working for the United States government in Europe, I saw some documents that the government has denied existed for almost 30 years. And the government document was Project Grudge Blue Book number 13. In that report, I saw detailed evidence, photographs of aliens, alien autopsies, alien crash sites, alien material that had been recovered by the government. I saw reports and photographs of human mutilations, cattle mutilations. Aliens themselves lack some sort of chemical in their system, in their physiological system, which prevents them from either digesting nutrients properly that we have as human beings, which they distill. The autopsy reports that I saw in the Grudge Blue Book 13 said that they had a very rudimentary digestive system. In fact, it was almost non-existent, which would tend to bear out the possibility of this taking place. Other reports have said that in the Blue Book 13 report said that the fluid seemed to be a chlorophyll-based fluid, hence that would give them the green or greenish-gray color or bluish-gray color.
Hear from UFO researcher Bill Hamilton.
My name is Bill Hamilton, and I've been in UFO research for 35 years. I'm still currently investigating some cases involved with alien genetic experimentation and also biological intervention in the form of some kind of material implant that is having an effect on these people. Now, these implants are also put in the right ear or up the nostril into somewhere into the brain area. They're only detectable on what are called magnetic image resonance scans. They can scan the brain and detect these as bright objects in the brain area. However, the ear implants you can sometimes see visibly, and there is a white fluid, something like hand lotion, that's secreted by the ear. I had two separate cases report to me the same ear and the same fluid. Also, I was interested in what was going on in this valley that I live in, which is the Antelope Valley, because just in this direction, about 40-45 miles east of me, is Edwards Air Force Base. Just behind me is Tehachapi Mountain, with some kind of secret underground installation apparently run by Northrop and Lockheed companies. And why they need an underground installation, I have no idea, but they have 3 airstrips above ground. And what is curious about this is I have a close encounter case involving a glowing orb from just this last summer that appeared to this couple at 3 o'clock in the morning while they were up on a plateau up here in the Tehachapi. And this glowing orb, they said, came up out of the ground, of all things. Not down from the sky, but up out of the ground.
Green Beret Virgil Armstrong began telling us about an experience his very close friends had in Dulce, New Mexico. Today, we continue that story.
As they sat in the restaurants, they began to hear these people talk openly and vociferously as to what was going on in their small town. The impact of the whole thing was simply this, that there was an extraterrestrial base somewhere outside of Dulce, and it was occupied by ETs and their government. People from the town itself were being abducted and molested. Implantations were taking place. Some people had totally disappeared. I mean, there was one scary report after another, and the people were so frightened they didn't care if a stranger was in their midst at all. Bob and Sharon sat there in a state of shock, really, listening to all this. The fact that two total strangers could sit in their midst and they talked as though they weren't there really made a large impact upon both of them. They left that night, very concerned. They got up the next morning and stopped to get the truck filled up with gasoline, and Bob mentioned to the station attendant what they had heard the night before, and he says, oh, yes, it's true, it's going on. We're very concerned about it, and we don't know, how we're going to handle it. And he also told Bob that they suspected very strongly that the government was aware of this and was directly involved in it. Now, that's pretty heinous. Shortly thereafter, I received another report that there was such a paper called the Dulce Incident, or the Dulce Report by John Lear. And I feel that John Lear is right on, and his report about the Dulce Incident is right on.
Tomorrow, ex-captain in Green Beret Virgil Armstrong relays his shocking feelings about the underground ET base in Dulce. Until then, if you'd like more information about the upcoming release of a documentary on this alien conspiracy, as well as other UFO videotapes, posters, and investigative reports, please call our newsroom at 213-656-3331.